Read between the lines.
Put on the music. One of them know say I'm in a rush, I'm in a 2 years. One of them know say when it's so cold, it's have a new taste. Somebody couldn't tell him.
Hi everyone. We know that Alkaline's fans are known for analyzing everything that he does and thinking that there's some kind of logic or meaning behind it. And I must admit that even though I'm a fan, when I realized that, I was like, is it really that deep though? But now I have reason to believe that he was or has been speaking to someone through his music all along, and that has something to do with what he was chanting in a foreign language at the beginning of his career.
You might go small Stalin, Sakaria, to Cosmo. Me know them not understand, you know. They're not gonna understand that part, but you don't know. And everything we can understand, same way, isn't it? Certain things, it's best that we don't know. Even though it's not negative though. Yeah man. Look there. Girl to a beefy alinke. My be the gangster, you be the pretty princess. Don't worry about what that girl you keep me interest. My must get her down though. Keep me interest. My must get her down though.
Interest. My must get her down though.
What the people want to know is, who are these songs about? Who are you talking to? Tell us something. Talk to us. Let us know what's going on.
Watch this. When I explain myself to no man, I mean no need no opinion. It's the answer to everything they for me relevant. What time? Infinite no shit me attack. Woman, tell me if me right or me wrong. Girl, I fuck up, me get another one.
I'm a scientist, so everything I'm about to say is theoretical. Full disclosure though, during the lockdown I became schizophrenic, and one thing that might happen when you're schizophrenic is that you might start creating conspiracy theories. It's like you can't help but see subliminal messages. In my experience, I think it's had something to do with my reticular activating system, but usually schizophrenics may create conspiracy theories about like the government, the media, and the Illuminati. Fortunately for me though, my conspiracy theories were about Alkaline and the universe. So this is me saying that yes, I am mentally ill, or as Jamaicans like to put it, I am mad. As I go along, you might be tempted to say it's not that deep, but even his bio says that his mysterious persona is calculated. He said that one day we'll realize that he takes this deeper than the music. He said that he plays chess while everybody else is playing checkers. He said nothing that he does is random. He's calculated. And he went on to admit that he plays mind games, and said that if you follow him, you get your meds confused. So I suppose if he actually is speaking to someone through his music, they would have to be equally as good at the mind games, and that's probably why he said two women alike and them not understand where I get with Joe them. It is possible that he's hiding messages for someone in his music because, for example, no wife. Overall, you hear him not have no wife. But if you meds it, he says, any man who left you, God bless him. Forget to girl is a blessing. And he also said, without a title, clean the rifle and she learned the army. Now, if he is speaking to someone, more than likely she knows exactly what that means. We're going to assume that he has esoteric knowledge because he kept saying something in a foreign language and nobody knows why for sure. But he did say explicitly that he knows something but him not tell you. He has also repeated any moment now and when, like he's waiting on something. And he again said when at the beginning of High Props. Plus he said things like, tell me when it's a good tech, and I me a pretty, this what I want. So I'm assuming that whatever he's waiting for has something to do with this female character. Since he says he takes this deeper than music, we'll bring this to a spiritual level.
You know, say for write one song and enough process me go through, people might not know. While me light up some candle. Bag of something. No, I can't tell you no what I do still. But as I said before, it's not what you guys think. Come here, I will be a man.
We know he was an aspiring scientist, so what if he became a spiritual scientist? Well, we know that he's in touch with his spirituality. You know, nobody really wears spiritual jewelry without knowing the meanings behind them. And he's been more prayerful in recent times and makes it clear that he is connected to the Most High. I'm sure that if he actually is sending messages to a girl, that would have been crucial to her receiving them, because with God, all things are possible. In the Things Take Time video, there's a statue of the Buddha, which actually sort of ties in with the theme of the song, so it's safe to assume that he's familiar with Buddhist philosophy and teachings. So let's say that he believes in reincarnation. Some Buddhists believe that there are enlightened beings who choose to be reborn on earth to help others to become enlightened. It seems that Alkaline might have memories of his cosmic origin, as is depicted in the Ocean Waves music video, and that gives context as to why it's possible he's speaking to someone. He even says in Fine Wine that they have too much history and remember the tour when I started, so which might be him nudging her to remember as well. Plus, in songs over the years, he has expressed how much he really misses someone. He might have patchy past life memories, hence why he said, "What did Guami leave a member?" And in the intro to Thug Loving, he makes it clear that he intentionally acts like he doesn't see her. Even the chronology of his songs tell a story. For example, he said, "If me never damn bad, me still would enough up that drunk brother, swear think a trophy me have." Then he proceeds to argue with said Jankro for giving her a body and threatens her to speak up or forever hold her own. But then he returns, sounding a bit defeated, saying, she bright and she bad, so he doesn't really have a choice. And it sounds like he truly grows when he realizes that the only reason why she's out there being a hoe in the first place is because stress of her release, and he encourages her to continue. This all might sound like a stretch to you, but he did say he's going to pull a surprise and to watch out for a snake. Then in Cree, he says, "All my girl know the drill." Then at the end of the video, the timestamp says 12 p.m. even though it is visibly nighttime. So he's obviously referring to the song 12 p.m. Therefore, it could be that this girl will know the drill is a snake. So of course, I wondered if he is speaking to someone, why he had faith that they would eventually understand him. Technically, if he knew or knows the law of attraction, he would know that it's really himself and would have to believe in. And it does sound like he's confident because he said, "And anybody can control it, that's why you always have to bring it to me. Them don't know you like how me know you, that's why you always have to bring it to me." And it also sounds like he knows that words cast spells, hence why he said, "Talk it and it go so, have to get your girl." I don't know if I'm the only one who realizes it, but he has been struggling with suicidal thoughts for a while. And because he mentioned it in recent times, it leads me to believe that he never really stopped struggling. He just has been pushing through. And that brings me to mental health in Jamaica, especially as it relates to men. There is a lot of pressure put on the men in society, and there is a magic problem. As we know from listening to Dancehall, a lot of magic shit goes on, but it is really due to failings on the part of the system. The system failed them, so they seek something greater than themselves. It's unfortunate that it can be used for dark purposes, but as it relates to Alkaline, I know that he has said that him don't study evil and he's all about God. But there are people who accuse him of being an Obia worker. But get this, if you're one of the people that think that him work Obia, that means you think he's a mystic. And if you think that he's a mystic, it is easier for you to believe my theory than it is for somebody else to do so. But something tells me that you wouldn't want to believe it, because really what you want to do is to push the idea that he's a villain. So suddenly, magically, you no longer think that he's a mystic. Anyways, it was a year and a half ago. I was diagnosed with something, and they said that I would have to take medication for the rest of my life, but I don't like people telling me what to do. So I've been battling schizophrenia without medication. Yeah, I was hospitalized 3 times, but still, I'm in a way better place than I was from a year and a half ago. And that was with Alkaline's help. So he helped me to either get rid of some of the symptoms of schizophrenia or alchemize them. And that is what I'll be talking about in my next video. So if you reach this far, thank you very much for watching.
Themselves, I try find the way every day them get up and look on the TV, them read the newspaper, them want to see the truth. But them can't see the truth because the truth will not be found there. That is why the man said this revolution will be telepathic. Understand?
Yes, so me I say I represent the truth. Yeah, man, in a real life and fear. Yeah.
Get to you twice, make we see what the damn truth.